Namaste and good evening, everyone. So my learning actually, from my personal view, my learning it started from the second day, to be honest, because the first day it was like we all know, like everyone was going home in the previous week, seeing that 1 week we got a holiday, and I was like, "Arey yaar, क्यों 1 week आया and then we hardly get vacations and everything, but 1 week that too for training. Why?" Then the first day it went normally, like I did not face any problems or anything. And then came the second day when sir asked me to be a coordinator. I was like, okay, it was just a normal task. And then when I went back home, read the book, there were 4 books that sir gave us. So out of the 4, I went with the 193 pages book. So many people were like, we are not going to go for that book because why waste so much time on it? And I was like, this person, if he knew that, Sailesh sir, if he knew that we have a time constraint, then why would he even give us something like 193 pages? Kaun karne wala hai? And then I went through the book. Like, it changed my views, to be honest, the book, You Can Win. What it shows is like, then from the second day onwards, like my perception on this training session, now I know that why is it so necessary, to be honest. Like there might be many in our class, I'm not saying to MSc people, because me and my roommate Aditya over here, we always considered MSc people to be, elite class, because we know that what you guys go through, like my roommate, others out there. So I am sleeping the entire day, not even joking. Like and this guy, he has a routine of waking up at 4:30 in the morning. And that one day what happened was like, I'm playing video games all night. I was about to go to sleep, and then his alarm rings, and then he's like, "तुम सोने जा रहे हो?" And I'm like, "तुम अभी उठे हो?" And then so like now, like it's a special thanks to you guys for, like, you guys actually set a mood in the class. And when it comes to our perception, like one thing from the book that I read, You Can Win, is like, it's a beautiful story. Like I read this since I was a kid, but I guess we all need motivation at times. We all have the inspiration in us, but we all need the motivation. So it reminded me of the story of David and Goliath. So David, like this is a story from the Bible. So David, he was a young boy. So he was a shepherd, and we know that he was an Israelite, so from Israel. So what happened was like, there was a prophet who came to David's house. Like God said that in this house you will find a king. And then okay, the prophet went to his father. He said, there is a king amongst your children. He was like, okay, I will show you my children. And then he showed all his children, and out of them there were mighty ones, there were warriors, because we know that in the previous years people, they used to go to war. So if he was a king, he had to be mighty. So then, but when the prophet saw that there was none amongst them, so what happened, that there was a war between Israel and Philistine. There was Goliath. He was a 7-foot giant, my friends. And even the king of Israel, he was afraid to go and face the giant. Why? Because 7 foot ka banda hai bhai. कौन लगने जाएगा, कौन भिड़ने जाएगा इसके साथ? And then what happened was like, David was a very God-fearing person, and he only had to believe, my friends. And that is where where we are scared to take risks. That small boy, what he did was like, he went up, he said, Even his brothers were backing out, and then he said, I will fight this giant. And then it wasn't a fight, my friends. It was just one pebble from his slingshot. Just one pebble enough to take down the giant. All that you need to do is believe, my friends, because there is inspiration. We don't know our worth actually. We know that हाँ ये करने से ये हो जाएगा, ये करने से ये हो जाएगा. But ये कैसे करे? We do not know that, and that is the inspiration which I got from Sir. And throughout all these days, like I believe that it has molded me, and Sir has like guided me, and I do believe, like, because Spurge was also mentioning that और GD करना चाहिए था. Akash was saying और GD करना चाहिए था. Now we realize we are at an upper hand, to be honest, at this point of time. So I would like to conclude by saying thank you to Sir, and thank you for your time. And this week was like, to be honest, every day when I go back home, like I think of only one thing: we are paying so much for TED Talks, right? This was a 1 week TED Talk for everyone. So I was really glad that I got this opportunity to understand the basics, like life hacks from Silesh sir. So I'm signing off with this. Thank you.